The GM of New York, Leon Rose, is not playing around. What he is doing to start the offseason, he's just checking off the boxes. You bring in Jordan Clarkson on a vet minimum deal. You got to steal. He could have got more money and played elsewhere. You bring in Gerson Ubaseli, who carved out a row in Philadelphia. He's a 6'8 center. But what I love about these moves is you improved your bench. One of the biggest weaknesses of the Knicks last year was not having enough depth, and that killed them during the regular season. They would have stretches they played good basketball. Some other stretches, either guys were hurt or fatigued because they played all these games, and they logged the most minutes as a starting unit last year. So Jordan Clarkson gives guys like Mikal Bridges a break. Jalen Brunson can get some rest. Deuce McBride can play next to Clarkson. That's something that Mike Brown will have to figure out. He's the new head coach of the Knicks. You bring in Gerson Ubaseli, who is an upgrade over Precious. Now you have a solid 9-man rotation in Deuce, Mitchell Robinson, Gerson Ubaseli, and Jordan Clarkson. And guess what? The Knicks are probably not done quite yet. Now, I know people love Josh Hart, and he is a fan favorite for the Knicks. My biggest problem with Josh Hart is not his hustle, not his defense, the spacing, because when he's out there, the defense will sag off him and dare him to shoot. So if I'm the Knicks, one other thing I might prioritize, I'm calling up the Pelicans. I'm asking for guys like Herb Jones, and I'm asking for guys like Murphy, and see if the Pelicans are willing to trade off one of those guys, because the Pelicans are in no man's land. They're probably trying, well, not probably, they are selling guys off, looking to rebuild, start things over. So if you're the Knicks, get on the phone and talk to the Pelicans GM and see if you can get one of those guys, because I'm telling you right now, if they bring in Murphy or Herb Jones, they should be the favorites to win the championship. There's no doubt about it. Do I think they should be coming out of the Eastern Conference? Yes, I do. Do I think they can win the championship? Absolutely. Because you address the needs. You better rest Jalen Brunson. I better not see him playing 40 minutes a night this regular season. Mike Brown better not pull the same energy as Tom Thibodeau. I don't think he will, but play Clarkson, because again, he's a proven vet, a guy who's been in the league for a long time. He is right now at the age of, I think he's 34. No, 30. Let me check again. I think he's 30. I might be wrong about it. Let me check. I forget. Clarkson is, 33 years old. Ubaseli, he's 29 years old. So you got two guys on your roster who are proven, have been in the league for a while. I know Ubaseli didn't play for, I think it was like 5 seasons, and he comes back and he looks great. And you have proven guys that fits the timeline around a roster that is trying to get over the hump. So if I'm the Knicks, man, they have a legit shot of winning the championship. They got the second best odds according to FanDuel. But when you're looking at the roster itself, it's got potential. And then you bring in Mike Brown, who is a guy that was an assistant with the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs. I think he knows a thing about offense, right? And I think the Kings had the best offense in 2023. And he's a tough guy. And I know it's not the flashiest name according to Stephen A. Smith, but you want a guy in there who is proven himself. And Mike Brown fits the bill, in my opinion. I know he got some criticism because he sacked Keon Ellis, and that's why he apparently got fired from the Kings. I think the Kings are just a complete mess. They should never fire Mike Brown. That was a dumb decision. But you look at, what he can bring is some of that Warriors philosophy on offense. I don't think you need to relying heavily on Jalen Brunson isolations late in the fourth quarter. So get some versatility going on with your offense, because I think the Knicks offense can go to a brand new level, and Mike Brown can unlock some things for that side of the ball. And then he's going to challenge his guys. He's going to tell them, hey, you got to play defense. He's going to hold them accountable, and he's not going to play around. He's going to call out his guys individually and publicly. So the hiring of Mike Brown is really solid. Not mad about it whatsoever. And he has experience coaching assistant coaching with the Spurs and Warriors. So he knows a thing or two about the NBA. He's got the experience. And right now the Knicks are in a great position. I would like to see them maybe add another center just to protect Mitchell Robinson in case he can't stay healthy. That is a big concern for me. With all that being said, they're in a great spot right now. They did a great job upgrading this offense and the depth on this team. And the great part about, and what I love the most, is you brought in 2 vet guys who are fitting the timelines of Bridges, Brunson, OG. Here's another thing that Knicks fans could also look into. let's just say Mikal Bridges struggles during the regular season because he didn't shoot well from the field into the playoffs. Maybe you move off Bridges for a guy like Murphy. That might work out, or you move off Josh Hart for Murphy. That's what I'm looking at next if I'm trying to make any improvements around the margins, because I think right now, as currently constructed, the Knicks should be making the NBA Finals. If they don't, it's a major disappointment. I think it's championship or bust. The Celtics are having a gap year. They're telling the NBA, look, we're selling everybody off except Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Jason Tatum, which is understated and understandable. And of course, Peyton Pritchard. So the Knicks can't play around here. They got to take a swing and they got to go for it this year, because championship windows are only open for so long, especially when you have the second apron. I believe the Knicks will reach the second apron in 2027. So you got 2 years here to get a championship for the Knicks. And I think they got a great shot. The East is wide open, but to me, they should be the favorites coming out of the East. There's just no doubt about it. You can make an argument for the Cavs, but they lost Ty Jerome, which I think is going to be a big loss. They brought in Lonzo Ball. That could work out if he's healthy, but that's a big if. The Knicks are looking really good here. I am super encouraged with how they have managed this offseason with improving their roster. And there's no excuses for this team. They should make the NBA Finals, and they have a great shot of winning the whole thing. And you look at the roster, OG, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, they've been together for a few seasons. They've had some playoff adversity. Cat came last year. So these guys are battle tested. So there's no excuses here. You know, when you go through the adversity of the playoffs, it either grows you or it sets you back. And the Knicks have to prove this year what they've learned from these experiences and get over the hump. Look, Halliburton's going to be out. Miles Turner signed with the Bucks. It's the Knicks season. And it's really that simple to me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the acquisitions of the Knicks. Are you excited about this regular season? What are your expectations for the Knicks in the 2025-26 season? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.